We want justice for Quentin, just like everybody else.
As investigators wrapped up their first official day of searching at this Chatham County landfill, Quentin's mother, Leilani, and grandmother, Billy Jo Howell, were spotted miles away on Tybee Island. The host of a popular bar and restaurant tells me they were taking shots at their establishment and being, quote, very loud.
Okay, so this is what leads me to the beautiful place known as Tybee Island. Billy Joe, Leilani, and associates went down there to party. People were searching the landfill, but nobody was asking them where this baby was at. So Dolly went to Tybee Island, this beautiful island that you see on the screen. And
that's because they knew where the baby was through an investigation. That's how investigations work. You know how professionals actually do shit? Like, that's what was going on, homie.
This guy's crazy. All right, so let me show you. I actually went and I told you guys, I always keep my receipts. I went and found the old documentary that I did. I'm going to go back to the glare, but let me show you just an example of some family that actually went and solved the murder of their loved one with minimum help, like the minimal help from the police. And it's not me dogging on police, but sometimes, man, sometimes they get it wrong, bro. They be out here wrong. Tory Lane's case is a prime example. But yeah, look at this real quick, just so you guys can see. This is them actually jumping in on the questioning, and this isn't me condoning it, but just showing an example that not every case. This is the family and the parents filming this. They started doing their own investigation because they were tired of the police. They was like, I don't think that they're getting anywhere.
You get a call all over.
There you go.
But no one knows Tati. You keep mentioning Tati, and no one knows Tati.
You get a call
the
all of a sudden.
roommates don't even know Tati. You keep saying Tati is...
Look, this is how you see the police is falling for his bullcrap excuse. The family's like, yo, we already talked to everybody. There's no one named Tati. You keep saying that you were with Tati the whole time. Nobody knows this person. You're lying. This is the family doing their own investigation while the police were just writing down whatever he said.
I'm showing up here at 4 o'clock in the morning looking for me.
I'm saying I condone any of this, right? But I'm just saying that sometimes the parents and or just other people involved can find more results than the police, depending.
Conversating about it.
Not saying that's the case every time, though. I want to be clear.
So I finally it came up.
But
Should
Tati
I go and
is
see
someone...
if I see anything?
No one knows Tati. That's my whole thing. Not
Tati
even the roommate knows Tati. She's an employee.
Now let me show you the blanket part. Let me see. I don't know the exact moment. They yell at him for a few more. All right, here's the blanket part. This is crazy.
Maybe her phone's off. I don't know what she did.
She would use somebody's phone and call her dad. I think, or her grandmother, somebody. She was supposed to.
Also, in case I didn't make it clear, the case that I was talking about with the daughter who ends up missing and they find out that she passed away, he's the guy that did it. This is a fact. We're looking at the actual criminal right now. Lying and saying that he talked to Tati. The family's the one that discovered he was the one that did it because they just knew something wasn't right and they started doing their own investigation and stuff like that.
She showed her flight and didn't show up.
The family still had a strong feeling about him after that encounter. As they pursued him, which I have to say again, I do not recommend. But when you're in that predicament, losing a loved one and trying to find justice or get results, I can understand it. I don't really think that that's what you should do, but I can understand it, okay? While following him, they made a huge discovery.
And we said the same thing. Why haven't they gone into his apartment? Why didn't they search him? He had a screwdriver in his front, the passenger side. Hold on. Kaylee, stay there.
How the fuck was that happening?
On you, Joy?
What is he doing? What is he taking out?
He's taking out. He has gloves.
He has gloves.
He has gloves
He has
in his
gloves.
hands.
He has gloves. Gloves and what else?
The blanket.
Oh my God, that is my blanket. Oh my God.
Mia's family tried to have hope. Yeah, it's crazy. I still remember when I first heard about that case. Crazy. And there's a plethora. I'm telling you, there's more cases that I've gone through just on me seeing something and going, oh, nah, this is crazy. Let me look into it. But yeah, 100%. 100%. Sometimes a lot of people involved outside of like being a cop might find some information. 100%. 100% without a doubt. But that doesn't mean that everyone should go crazy, right? That's not me excusing Dolly. I'm just saying there are different possibilities. There you go. Now let's get back to what the Gliver was crying about. Back to him crying about Dolly.
All right. Like, they weren't asking them because they were suspects. And they didn't need them to interfere with their investigation. They didn't need them to throw a monkey wrench in their search because they already knew where Quentin was going to be through investigative work.
Yeah, that had to be traumatizing.
It's what cops do. Cops who are professionals who are tasked with the responsibility of finding missing people. Dickhead.
And confronted Leilani, Billy Joe, and I started asking them, where is that baby at? Okay. And at this point, Leilani is not saying she's thrown the baby away. She's still sticking with this. She don't know what happened to the baby. Next thing you know, I get a call from Court TV asking me, will I share the footage with them and come on to their show?
And Jimmy Williams, the host of Dolly Vision on YouTube, who was in that video, is still with us in Georgia tonight. So Jimmy, give us a little bit of the backstory here.
What a fucking douche, bro. I love this. This is like this video, people. If there's anything equivalent to a YouTuber jerking off on YouTube, you're looking at it right here. This is all this is about. It's all about him. It's all about his little tiny man self. This is fucking incredible.
Where were you? And why were you there? How did you know to be there? And was that Quentin's grandfather, or step-grandfather?
Y'all, don't forget, I was on Court TV. But then again, so was JLR. JLR was on Court TV, and any asshole that Court TV can get a hold of and say something, well, they let him up. They let him up. Dumbass.
That sounds like mad jealousy. I don't know much about Court TV. I don't know who they let up, but okay. I don't think it's public access. Does public access even still exist? I remember I used to be trying to do videos to try to censor them. They're about to give me my own show too. That's crazy. That's how easy it was to get on that public access network or whatever. You could just call in, hey man, I want to do a show. You got the footage? Yeah. I ain't bringing it this time. Like, wait, what? I just walk up in there with a tape?
I just a friend of Billy Joe's. Well, I was in front of the house the night before protesting with the protesters. They left the house and they went out to Thai Beach Island to a restaurant called Stingray's. Shortly after Tybee Island, they realized they can't hide. So they decided to go.
That's it? Hold on. I got to find that clip, dude. If anybody has the full footage of that Court TV appearance, because I have a suspicion that he's cutting out.
Hey, Flito, you probably wouldn't be able to play a whole Court TV. This guy here, bro. This guy is crazy.
Significant amount. I don't know because I never saw it. But if any of my
you mean that we think that he cut out a significant amount when he only played 10 seconds? Well, I would assume that most of the interview wouldn't have been in that 10 seconds that he just played as a clip, Glare. I would have assumed that. I don't think the whole interview would have been in that 10 seconds. But I feel you though. Man. There's just seems like a lot of jealousy.
My mods can find that clip, the full court TV interview, I would love to see it.
Go back to the house. And the saga continues. Protesters are still outside the home. I'm out there watching everything.
Of course, there was more.
And at some point, Billy Joe, Leilani, and the family decide to get lawn chairs, come out, sit in the front yard, and confront the protesters. No lie. This is something that will haunt Dolly for the rest of his life.
Haunt you?
I sat there and actually got...
Dolly, shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. I'll be honest, I'm kind of against protesting. I never thought I would say something like that. But now I'm at a certain age where I'm just like, you just complaining. Like, that's what you literally are doing. You're just complaining. How about this? How about this? Stop complaining. If it's like a store or something, instead of protesting it, just don't shop there. Just literally go and spend your money elsewhere where it's wanted. That's always, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Got to speak with Leilani. She actually accused her ex Danny of a lot of what is going on.
I honestly thought that this was going to be Dolly's opinion on the GED college thing. And yet that hasn't been mentioned at all. I'm starting to suspect he never even fucking heard of it. I'm starting to suspect he didn't even know this. And yet he's making this detailed, this detailed summary of the Quentin Simon case where, you know, he's mentioned 75% of the time.
And you expect him to bring up the GED information that just came out recently? Am I tripping? You wanted him to bring that up in like a documentary or a video essay format? I don't even think that would even be relevant in the case. To be honest, if you're talking about just overall covering the case, I don't think that's a relevant part. Why would you assume? What's the title of this video that he's reacting to? Let me see. The mother, Quinn Simon, updated news. Why would you assume that that was going to have the GED stuff? It might, but why would you assume that? Come on. It's a glare.
As she stood there and said, "Justice for baby Quentin!" Right? And Billy Joe was forcing her to say that. Say it, Leilani. Say it, Leilani. And she's out there going, "Justice for baby Quentin!" And this whole time, she's the number one suspect. And they already know that she has thrown this baby into the dumpster. Okay? And she's still saying, "Justice for baby Quentin." Now, there was some clash.
And kite shirts. Oh,
what? What? You having a meltdown?
Where I can find kite shirts, dude. That's been happening here lately. I do apologize if I get cut off here.
Man, most of the people there were...
Is Wi-Fi messing up?
Good to see you, Wendy.
People out there, especially at night, were the locals. And then were a lot of the people that went to jail out there were locals. One person that wasn't a local that went to jail out there, Dolly. Okay? Like I said, they sent a heckler to instigate, cause problems for me, and I end up in jail.
Who sent anybody, bro? Like, I don't know about sending anybody.
Down there in Savannah, Georgia, still fighting these legal charges, okay?
Wait.
On October...
Yo, Dolly is... It don't sound like he actually telling any detail for how he was responsible for anything. They sent someone out here and I'm in jail. No, what did you do, Dolly? As a man, take responsibility. What did you do?
October 18th, 2022.
This is all about him.
Remains were found at a landfill.
Whoa. So he just skipped over that. There was no accountability. Y'all, they sent someone to mess with me and I ended up in jail. Wait, what? How did you end up in jail?
Be Quentin Simon. On October 21st,
no accountability.
Right, because, you know, because there's when they're searching for a specific infant deceased in a landfill, then, you know, I mean, I guess it could be any infant in the landfill.
What?
Are determined to be human remains. At that point, they charge Leilani Simon, the mother of Quentin, with the murder of Quentin Simon and arrest her that day. So, Leilani, she's going through the court trial, things like that. Judges really haven't decided what's going to happen yet. She's been denied bail, so she's still sitting in jail. But it looks like she is absolutely living her best life. So while she's inside, Leilani has apparently got her GED. Now, I don't know if this is something she's going to use to try to go back in front of the court and try to get a bond so she can get out until her trial.
There we go.
But we all do know that she likes to write things down. Big question is, what is actually in them journals that she has? And how many times does she mention me?
Oh my God, dude. Did you really just fucking say that? In them journals. And how many times does she mention me? I can't with this motherfucker, dude. Dude.
Hey, okay? So anyway, guys, make sure in the comment box down below, tell me what you think about Leilani living her best life. Remember, little baby Quentin will never be able to get his GED. He'll never get to wear a cap and gown. How long do you think Leilani to spend in prison? Let me know in the comment box down below. And make sure, if you're new here, sub us up, ring that bell for notifications, and of course.
All right. So here, I can tell you how much time I think Leilani should spend in prison. Once I hear the prosecution's case against her, which will happen during trial, which of course we'll go over. But
shut your ass. I don't even want to. I don't want to hear this no more. I don't want to hear this like at all. Like with Dolly, it looked like a cringe ass video, but to be honest, he's definitely showing more effort than what the Galera does. I give him that. There's no accountability in anything that he's actually speaking on, like none whatsoever. But it is what it is. Tell me what your comment is, your opinion down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video. It was just a whole bunch of just jealousy and weirdness all over the place.